my third and final newborn essentials video. Mark my words, final. Everyone has this idea, this misconception that I'm having 4 kids. It's not happening. I'm enjoying myself, but I'm absolutely at capacity with 3 children. So meet baby Harlow. He's my third and final baby boy. And this is my third newborn essentials video. Now, while I've titled this video newborn essentials, let's be honest, the only essential you need is love, shelter, milk to make your newborn thrive. But these are just things that I guess they're my ride or dies, things that have made my newborn experience so much easier, efficient. And now that it's my third rodeo, I don't want to say I'm a pro, but I kind of know what I'm talking about. So the first essential in this video is obviously the bassinet, hence why we're here next to my bed. So I kind of want to talk about my next to bed setup, because some people get up in the middle of the night to like change their baby, feed their baby. Not me, no, especially with a reflux baby who's up every 2 to 3 hours. I'm staying in bed. I want to stay laying down. I don't want to move. Okay, so my whole room is set up for that purpose. This is the Snuzz Pod 4. This is my second time using it. I didn't have it with my first son Fox, but I used it with Malachi, my middle child, and now Harlow. The reason we're a ticking time bomb right now is because Harlow is ready for his second nap of the day, but I'm trying to quickly smash out this section and talk about this bassinet, and he wants it. We're gonna give it to you in like 2 minutes, okay? Let me talk about it for 2 minutes. See ya. So during the night, obviously Harlow sleeps here next to me, but in the day I move it to the darkest room of the house, which is our nursery. I thought that Harlow would be in the nursery by now, but he has reflux, so he's up so regularly that I just pick the road of least resistance, right? Like I just try to make my life easier, and what's easier right now is him sleeping next to me. I just really try to put no pressure on myself to reach these milestones and like have him in his own room and sleeping through the night. I'm like, babies are just gonna baby, you know? When I do move the bassinet to the nursery, I will zip up these sides so it's like a full bassinet, and then when he's next to me, it obviously sleeps down so I can like pat my hand on him. And I think the beauty of co-sleeping bassinets is that it's if you are settling your baby, you can lay in bed and just place your hand on your baby as opposed to like reaching over a Moses basket, reaching over a cot. Co-sleeping bassinets are a must for me, and I've really enjoyed this Snuzz Pod 4. And not that this should really matter, but the aesthetics of the bassinet go with our room. So obviously we got the white and oak, and it just fits in seamlessly with our room, so it kind of looks like a part of the furniture. So yeah, if you are looking for a bassinet, this is now my second time using it, and I love it. Now, I've just put Harlow to bed, but while we're here, I'll talk about my next to bed station. In terms of newborn essentials, there's only one technically on my bedside table, and it is this Yoga Sleep white noise. I use this again with Malachi. It's my favorite. I wanted a really dim night light for those midnight feeds and like the midnight changes, because this lamp, like she's gorgeous, but she's way too bright in the middle of the night. She's like waking everyone up. So I wanted a white noise machine, first of all, that didn't need batteries. I like that you can just plug it in and it never dies. Foolish me, I had a white noise machine that ran off batteries and it would stop working in the middle of the night, and like it was just, don't do that, okay? Ideally, I'm not opening my eyes in the nighttime. Like truly, every feed, I'm like doing it all by feel and like my different senses. Now the light, it has like this little bump on it. So in the middle of the night, you are clicking the right button, because there's nothing more annoying than like turning off the white noise or like putting the timer on or like changing to a lullaby. You can kind of feel what the light is, if that makes sense. This has just been amazing. I have one in here and then one in the nursery, and there's all different sounds to pick from. This is the one that we use. I think this is brown noise. This one is the ocean. No, that's the ocean. I don't know what that last one was, but lapping waves, lake, rain, rain again, campfire. Like I said, there's just so many things, and there's also a lullaby. Lovely. So even if you don't get this one, I just recommend finding a white noise machine that plugs in, doesn't use batteries. And if you are using it for the light, if there's like a sensory element that you can like turn it on in the middle of the night, that's a bonus. While we're here, I also have this little dish that I put all of his dummies in. I have like 3 dummies ready at one time. And how good is this? The bibs dummies that I use, this wasn't a part of my essentials, but like let's just add it in as a bonus. They're glow in the dark. Like if you've had a child that has had dummies in the past, like you know, them losing it at 1 a.m. is your pet peeve. There is nothing worse than your baby screaming and like you're trying to find the dummy. The Bibs one, a glow in the dark. I have a homeopathic sudden onset drop that if I'm feeling sick, I use this, I swear by it. Some linen spray, and then this motherhood spray when I'm feeling overwhelmed. Helps me feel grounded. Next to the Bassinet, this is my nappy caddy. I swear by these. In the middle of the night, this has all my essentials. So this nappy caddy itself, I got from the memo. I will try to link everything below. It has all these different compartments. One thing that I saw mixed reviews on that I am such a believer in, it's the Snotty Boss. Now, lots of babies will get congested and they can't obviously clear their sinuses properly. Feeding helps, but when there's like this big booger that you can see and you can't get out. I used to have a manual suctioner. I'll put a picture of it here, like a little manual one. I know a bunch of mums swear by the Frida. I'm sure that's probably the best one you can get, but with the Frida, you have to suck. I know you're not getting the snot in your mouth, but like you have to use your suction to suck the snot into the, I just can't. Snot, that's like my thing that I just like, it's just too much. It's too much for me. So this is the Snotty Boss and it's a battery charged like electrical, listen, the mic's up here so you'll hear me. Can you hear that? It's really gentle and you just put it up their nose and it sucks it out. This newborn essential goes hand in hand with another very helpful tool. This is Flow Baby Saline Nasal Spray. Malachi, my second son, he had COVID, rotavirus, norovirus, like a lot. So when I say I know what I'm talking about or like I can empathize with you if you're dealing with a sick baby, I'm here for you. Usually if my kids are really snotty, like my babies are snotty, again, I'm not a doctor. Let's just preface that, okay? Like I'm just a mum trying to get through some snotty seasons when they're like, and they can't breathe and you're trying to feed them, okay? Just a mum. I will just shake it and then I do a little nasal spray. This was approved by my doctor, okay, it's all good. Nasal spray, it's literally just like salt water, saline, and then I use the Snotty Boss to suction it out. And after every use, I do sterilize it just in some boiling water. What else is in here? Do you know what? Before filming this video, I had a list of like the newborn essentials I was going to talk about. But now that I'm looking at it, I just have so much to share. But I guess the main things is obviously you want to get a good thermometer, and I always have this in my caddy because I feel like when my baby is coming down with the temperature, it's usually like in the middle of the night and I hate getting up and like finding it. So I always just have this next to my bed. I use it the most there. Lastly, in terms of this caddy, I want to talk about his nighttime routine. I'm such a huge believer in scent and smells evoking memories and emotions and just helping set routines and expectations. So Harlow's is a mixture. I put together this baby oil from Alive and then a drop of the Yuki Bear Tummy Ease. I started using this when his reflux was at its worst and we thought it was wind. It didn't really end up helping his wind, but we did feel like reminded him that it was time for bed. So all I do is I put a pump of this oil in the palm of my hand. I open this essential oil, do one drop, and then I rub it together on my hands and I give him a baby massage. I'm a huge believer in baby massages. So if you have a baby that's struggling to sleep or wind down and you're trying to encourage them to know that it's time to sleep, it's time to be soft. I love that whole like, you know, bath time, read a book, but I'm such a believer in scents and that physical wind down time. Obviously you have to dilute it in a baby friendly oil and just one drop is loads. But yeah, I've been finding that really helps because as soon as I drop it on my hands and he smells it, it's like his whole demeanor just calms down. You'd think being my third time filming a video like this, I'd be organized and I would have washed this, but we may or may not have had a little poo explosion this morning, so just don't judge me, okay? This is my next newborn essential that has a little poo stain, but bonus, you can wash it. So there you go. This is the Baby Beyond. Again, I showed this with my second son, Malachi. My babies, they don't live in it. Like my babies do tummy time, we're playing, but like they spend a lot of time in this bouncer. We're cooking and we're bouncing and we're talking and we're bouncing. And especially with a reflux baby, this has just been a lifesaver. My kids have hated any swing or like anything automated. They just hate that. It's super easy to travel with. I'd take it to my mum's. I would take it to the park. I literally take it everywhere. So you can flatten it out. I always forget how to, you'd think I would know. I've had this, what, for like 3 years? Hello? Hello? There we go. flattens out like butter. And then, like I said, the whole slip comes off and we're gonna go wash that. Okay, next up is another white noise machine, but this is my travel one. So obviously I talked about the one that's in my room and in the nursery always, but when I'm traveling, like in the pram or just out and about, this is the one I use. This is the Ergo Pouch one and it has been amazing. The charge lasts so long. I probably charge it like twice a week. And again, we just use the traditional white noise sound. There's also a light, which I never use. This is the sound we use. Oh, there's rain, ocean, heavy rain, heartbeat. This is, okay, I've wanted to try this. Every mum has cried. Well, maybe that's an overstatement, but like I feel like every mum has cried shushing their baby to sleep. You know, when you're like, shh, just use this. Okay, it's the Drift Away Ergo Pouch travel one. And I like that it's got this little silicone strap. So I usually just like strap it to the capsule or the pram. Now, speaking of capsule, I would love to show mine, but my car is actually at the mechanic. And in said car are 3 of my essentials. Number 1, it's a reverse, like rear facing mirror. I'll put a little photo here. Grab one of those. So when you're driving, you can just like look in your mirror and it looks in another mirror to look in your baby. I'll put a little diagram here of what I'm talking about. So get a little car mirror and get a window shade for your car, because it just always happens that way. When you're driving, the sun is like beaming in on their precious little face. So that's 2 car things. And then, oh yes, the capsule. People have always asked me, is it worth getting a capsule? Basically, a capsule is that little car seat section where it can go from a car seat straight to the pram. I never had one with Fox, and then I got a midway version with Malachi. It was a capsule that went into the car and then you could walk it around, but it didn't attach to my pram. Now this time, my 3rd newborn with Harlow, I have a capsule that not only goes into the car, you can walk around with it like a little handbag, but it also attaches to my pram. Wow. This has truly made my newborn life so much easier. I didn't have to buy my capsule, thankfully. My friend Ash has lent it to me. If you have like a little mum group, just like rotate things and share things around, because this capsule has gone to me and now it's about to go to my other friend and then it will go back to Ash. It has honestly made life so much easier. Capsules, in my opinion, not an essential, but like next up, this is quite niche, but once I found these, it just made my life so much easier. These are the Snuggle Honey Bassinet sheets, but they also fit a change table, and this is why I love them. I know a lot of people have the silicone ones that you can just wipe over, but they're really cold, and I feel really bad putting my baby on like a cold, plasticky, sticky. So I like to have a little sheet on the change table. I just love that I can buy one set of sheets that fit both the bassinet and the change table, so I have like 6 of these because I have a reflux baby and I do a lot of laundry. So yeah, these are the Snuggle Honey ones and they come in all these cute little patterns, and yeah, you can use it on a change table as well. My baby's awake. BRB. Welcome back to the program. Hello. This is another newborn essential that I love. It's a sleep sack. All of my boys have like different sleep sacks. There are so many on the market. There are the arms up one. I think this is Love to Dream. There's the Ergo pouches, which Fox and Malachi, I think Fox and Malachi both had Ergo pouches, but Harlow, he is, I think it's called Happiest Baby. This one here, the one where it like straps their hands down like Houdini. This is the only way he sleeps. For some reason, if his hands are up near his chin, he's not sleeping. So if you are struggling to get your baby to sleep in these sleep sacks and you feel like they're not working, if you can just borrow some from a friend before buying them, just try out different ones, because I think different babies like to sleep slightly differently. This is another one that has remained the same with all 3 babies, particularly Harlow, because he is a vomitron. These are my favorite burp cloths. They are nothing fancy at all. They're covered in stains and they're durable. I love them. It's just like a white terry towel, and you can buy them in like packs of 8. They are cost effective, and they're the perfect size. Chuck them over your shoulder. That was sassy. I love these as burp cloths. Don't overthink it. Don't get anything fancy because they get disgusting, okay? Next. I've tacked this one on at the end because I'm quite passionate about this. This is our play gym, okay? And you might think, what a boring play gym. The reason I like this one is because I was so close to buying one of those like big, obnoxious, colorful, fun play gyms where it's like the mat, the gym, it looks fun, okay? My only issue with that is my babies get bored quickly, right? If they're staring at the same toy all the time, it gets old fast. What I like about a basic structure is I just mix up what's hanging on there. These little hanging apparatuses, you can just buy these from like Baby Bunting, Baby Village, whatever, a baby store, and I just mix them up. So every now and then he like lays under it, or he's doing tummy time and he sees something different. So for me, I like something like this that I can transport around. You can bring it on holidays, you can bring it upstairs, you can take it outside. It's not like a full setup pack down. It's very, very basic, but you can mix it up and make it fun. Let's unstrap you. Oh, is that a good sneeze? Last essential of the video is my playmat. Now I do have the large version, so it's not as easy to travel with, but the playmat that we use is Harlow & Co. The best part about it is that it's wipeable because we're vomiting on it, we're like spilling things on it. Harlow is rolling on it and we take it inside, outside. Harlow & Co. playmats, I swear by them. That's it. This is bittersweet, guys. That is my final newborn essentials video. If you like these kind of videos, or if you have specific newborn baby questions, then definitely leave them in the comments below because I would love to make more videos about it, especially with my last experience with a baby. I'm telling you, it's my last, okay? Believe me, it's not a challenge. It's closed. The uterus, she's closed for business now in that aspect. No more, okay? We're done. We're done. You're the youngest. You give me youngest vibes and we're good like that, okay? Say bye, everybody.